Hey everyone, what's up Nintendo fans? It's your pal, Avery. Today, I've got a juicy topic for you. My top 8 wish list for Nintendo Switch remake games. As a lifelong gamer, there are some classics I'm dying to see on the Switch. 8. Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper is a captivating series of platform stealth video games that originally debuted on the PlayStation 2 and later expanded to the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita. The initial trio of games was crafted by Sucker Punch Productions, while the fourth installment saw the skilled hands of Sanzaru Games, as Sucker Punch ventured into the realm of the infamous series. The first 3 games received a high-definition remaster treatment for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita, packaged as the Sly Collection by Sanzaru Games. Subsequently, Sanzaru Games also delivered the 4th game, Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time, hitting the gaming scene on February 5, 2013. Though its theatrical release date remains shrouded in mystery, additionally, a television show inspired by the series was initially slated for an October 2019 premiere, but has yet to grace our screens. The narrative of the Sly Cooper series unfolds through the escapades of its titular character, Sly Cooper, an anthropomorphic raccoon and a masterful thief. His partners in crime, Bentley the turtle and Murray the hippopotamus, join him in a whirlwind of capers, all while being pursued by Sly's love interest, the tenacious Inspector Carmelita Fox. The series has not only spawned 2 comic books, but also various spin-off games, including Bentley's Hack Pack by Sanzaru Games. Sly Cooper has, in his own right, become a beloved figure among Sony's video game characters, making cameo appearances in other Sony games like PlayStation Move Heroes and PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Gameplay in Sly Cooper primarily revolves around a third-person platform style. Players take control of Sly or his nimble companions, navigating through missions across different levels. The emphasis lies on stealth to evade encounters and alarms while amassing treasures. Sly's agility shines as he utilizes the architecture for stealth, signaled to the player by a distinctive blue glow, described in-game as Sly's thief senses. Whether perching on sharp points, climbing pipes, or executing sneak attacks, Sly's repertoire is both diverse and dynamic. Sly's cane serves as a multi-purpose tool, from defeating foes to swinging from hooks, but its noise may attract unwanted attention. Sly's heritage grants him special moves throughout the series, enhancing stealth, speed, or silent eliminations. Players also get to embody Bentley with his gadgetry, or Murray with his brawny strength, along with various minor companions in the 3rd game. The gameplay experience is further enriched by mini-games scattered throughout. Each game unfolds as a series of heists, requiring Sly and his crew to complete multiple missions. The structure evolves, with the first game housing missions in levels accessed from the main hub, while the subsequent games adopt a non-linear, open-world approach. Boss fights punctuate each heist, providing a climactic conclusion to the missions, and ensuring the Sly Cooper series remains a thrilling adventure for gamers. Setting and characters. The captivating world of the Sly Cooper series unfolds in a fictional version of the real world, populated by anthropomorphic animals, blending film noir and comic book aesthetics seamlessly. At its core is Sly Cooper, a young adult raccoon and the latest in a line of master thieves from the infamous Cooper clan. Renowned for their unique code, they exclusively steal from other criminals, passing down their expert techniques through a treasured book called the Thievius Raccoonus. Sly's allegiance lies not just in the wealth amassed by the clan, but in the camaraderie with his partners in crime. Bentley, the tech-savvy turtle who serves as the gang's brains, and Murray, the robust hippopotamus, the muscle and getaway driver. Together, they form the Cooper Gang, orchestrating intricate heists worldwide, often targeting formidable organized crime groups. However, their escapades are constantly shadowed by Inspector Carmelita Fox, Sly's love interest from Interpol. Major characters Sly Cooper, voiced by Kevin Miller. A charming, anti-heroic young adult raccoon, Sly is the nimble master thief with a penchant for robbing other criminals. Armed with a hooked cane, a family heirloom, Sly's agility allows him to perform daring feats like walking on wires, disguising himself, and executing sneak attacks. Bentley, voiced by Matt Olson. The gang's strategic mastermind, Bentley is a tech-savvy turtle skilled in computers, gadgets, and explosives. Despite an injury that confines him to a wheelchair, Bentley remains an integral part of the gang, contributing to reconnaissance and mission planning. Murray, voiced by Chris Murphy. The powerhouse of the gang, Murray is a large hippopotamus and serves as the full-time wheelman and part-time brawn. Exceptionally strong, Murray takes charge of driving the gang's van and occasionally joins Sly in missions requiring brute force. Inspector Carmelita Fox, voiced by Various. A member of Interpol and Sly's complicated love interest, Carmelita Fox is determined to capture Sly and his crew. Despite her professional pursuit, romantic feelings for Sly often complicate her mission. In the fourth game, Carmelita starts aiding the Cooper gang. Recurring characters Clockwork, voiced by Kevin Blackton. The main antagonist in Sly 1 and posthumous overarching antagonist in Sly 2, Clockwork is a vengeful Eurasian eagle owl turned cyborg. Driven by hatred for the Cooper clan, he aims to outlive them by replacing his body with machinery. Mugshot, voiced by Kevin Blackton. A lilac-colored American bulldog, Mugshot is a supporting antagonist in Sly 1. Inspired by gangster movies, he undergoes intense training to overcome his past as the runt of the litter. The Panda King, voiced by Kevin Blackton. A panda and supporting antagonist in Sly 1, the Panda King turns to the art of fireworks for revenge after his rejection by noblemen. Later, he becomes a key ally in Sly 3. Dimitri Lousteau, voiced by David Scully. A French marine iguana, Dimitri is a supporting villain in Sly 2. Initially involved in forgery, he later joins the Cooper gang to aid in the Cooper vault job. Penelope, voiced by Annette Tutangi. A Dutch mouse, Penelope is a supporting protagonist in Sly 3 and the secondary antagonist in Sly 4. Initially challenging the gang, she eventually joins and later turns against them in the fourth game. Main series Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, 2002. Also known as Sly Raccoon in Europe, this 2002 release for the PlayStation 2 follows Sly and the gang as they seek missing pieces of Sly's family book, the Thievius Raccoonus, pursued by the rival gang, the Fiendish Five. Sly 2, Band of Thieves, 2004. Released in 2004 for the PlayStation 2, Sly 2 explores the aftermath of Sly Cooper. The gang faces new challenges as the mechanical parts of Clockwork are stolen by the Claw Gang, setting the stage for a thrilling adventure as they track down the missing parts. Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves, 2005. Released in 2005 for the PlayStation 2. Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves, takes Sly and the gang to a remote island where they discover the immense Cooper Vault, a treasure trove amassed by Sly's family over the years. To gain access, Sly must confront the island's ruler, Dr. M, who has taken control and repeatedly attempted to break into the vault. Sly must reunite with old partners and recruit new members, navigating a host of new villains. The game introduces 3D mode in some levels, with the PS3 version in the Sly collection, offering the entire game in 3D. Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time, 2013. Officially announced during Sony's 2011 E3 keynote and released on February 5, 2013, Sly Cooper Thieves in Time sees Sly and the gang embarking on a new adventure for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita. The Thievius Raccoonus pages are vanishing, and Bentley, now the keeper of the ancient book, must assemble the gang to save the Cooper clan legacy. Using Bentley's time machine, the gang travels back to thwart the plans of Cyril Le Paradox, the main villain, and protect the Cooper's legacy. The game was developed by Sanzaru Games, marking their continuation from the Sly collection. I have to confess, I'm not very familiar with Sly Cooper, and I haven't played any of the games. However, I fondly recall watching my uncle, Micah, play one of the games when I was around 3 years old, back in late 2003 at his house, and it left a lasting impression on me. Recently, I stumbled upon a 4-hour gameplay video of Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, the very first game, on YouTube. As I watched, memories from the beginning scenes came flooding back, and I realized that this was the game my uncle was playing. As I navigated through the laboratory room scenes on YouTube, with Bentley at his desk and Murray busy with his snacks, I couldn't help but think about how cool it would be if the remake of the game allowed players to scroll from left to right, selecting courses at the main menu section. It's these kinds of immersive details that can make a game truly special. Thinking about the potential 5th game on the Switch, I believe it would be incredible if they added more levels and bosses compared to the past games. In Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, I discovered there were only 5 bosses. So, imagine a new level set on a pirate ship with all the henchmen being pirates. Towards the end of the level, picture facing off against the captain, formidable pirate boss. Another exciting boss battle could involve an animal as a mad scientist, adding a unique and challenging twist to the gameplay. From what I gathered watching all the cutscenes from Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time on YouTube, it seems Carmelita becomes even more furious with Sly every time she sees him. It's intriguing to see how the characters' dynamics evolve, and I'm curious to see where the narrative takes them in future installments. It's fascinating to delve into the dynamics between Sly and Carmelita in Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. It seems like despite Sly's attempts to apologize and make amends for his actions, Carmelita remains in a persistent bad mood, evident from her body language throughout the game. Yep, sometimes she hates him, and sometimes she loves him. If they ever make a 5th game, I think it would be funny when Carmelita spots Sly with her weapon, shock pistol, and they talk with each other from the beginning of the game. At the end of Sly's sentence, he calls Carmelita doll face. Then she makes a grumble sound and yells at him, "I hate it when you call me that. It would be so hilarious." Then you, as Sly, try to escape her. That reminds me, I think they should have more of the Carmelita Fox chases based on the past games. A witty title for the mini-game chase could be Playing a Game of Cat and Mouse. After watching on YouTube, all Carmelita chases, the Sly collection, in Sly Cooper, Honor Among Thieves, I noticed that Carmelita's eyes looked like the eyes of an owl, especially how her pupils don't move around. So in this remake, correcting the eyes would make her look a lot better and clearer than in the game. Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. I think they also should have more cutscenes in the remake of the game, featuring Sly narrating on most of the cutscenes, and Bentley, Murray, and Carmelita narrating on some of the cutscenes with amazing graphics, animation, and gameplay. I also think it would be cool when Bentley appears on screen at the left bottom and starts talking to you, as Sly, giving directions on how to do stuff while you're playing the game. He even appears on screen during some areas of each level. Often Sly converses with Bentley, asking for assistance or responding to his directions. Like some of the past games, I would like it if Bentley, Murray, and Carmelita were also playable in some of the levels in the remake of the game. I found out that in Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, Bentley's ex-girlfriend Penelope betrayed the Cooper gang and turned evil. In the end credits, Bentley narrates that she ended up in jail, but somehow escaped and then disappeared without a trace. However, Bentley has received some mysterious postcards from her, which makes me curious about what happens to her next, especially in the 5th game. I think it would be nice if she came back in a future remake of the game and maybe reconsidered her evil ways, eventually rejoining the Cooper gang. I think they should also have minigames in this remake. I've learned a lot about Sly Cooper. I also discovered that the movie The Bad Guys, which came out in late April 2022, is kinda similar to Sly Cooper. I love that movie. The reason I want Sly Cooper is because the game looks cool, especially Sly himself and the gameplay. Plus, I found another good reason to want that game. Carmelita Fox is one of my favorite characters because she is a fox, and foxes are one of my favorite animals of all time. She may be grouchy at times, especially with Sly, but she looks so cool. The fifth game could also be on PlayStation 4 and 5. That reminds me, there's a rumor that the fifth game is going to be titled Sly Cooper, Master of Thieves. Yet, this raises the question, will there ever be a fifth Sly Cooper game, especially on the Switch? And will we finally get a Sly Cooper movie that was canceled in the past? Boy, I sure hope so. In fact, at the end of Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, during the cutscene when Bentley was narrating, I noticed that Sly was somehow missing. This tells me that they should have a fifth game someday. So I think it's possible. But only time will tell. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to click the like button and also subscribe to my channel. You've just watched the number 8 ranked video game on my Nintendo Switch wishlist. Yes, I know Sly Cooper has never appeared on any Nintendo platform, but wouldn't it be cool if it did? Be sure to check out the next video for the number 7 ranked game on my list. The next one is an all-time bestseller that you definitely won't want to miss. Star Fox. Thanks for watching.